Alright gamers, this is going to be part 2 of the tutorial series for this is going to be the main house part 1, or I guess the main house, Jack house, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, all I did was I sat through the cutscene, and once you're in the chair and Jack leaves the room, just hold A and Ethan will knock himself over as quickly as possible, and when you get up you'll be like right here. So once you get up, you're just going to come out this door and open it up and sprint through it, and you're going to approach hatch key. So right now the goal is to get the hatch key and to confirm it on the aux statue door. And the aux statue door confirmation is so that we could set up the early cop spawn. I just realized that for whatever reason my save file is like messed up, so I don't have all the new game plus items I should have, but I do have a backup hacked save that has the items, so I could just use that for the tutorial video. But for right now I'm just going to show you how to do it. So there is one of 3 things that Jack will do, and it's kind of it's random on what he chooses when you approach him. I'm not going to show you how to do every single one, or like how to react to every single one of them, but I will make a video explaining how to do the things. So right now we're just going to work with whatever he gives me, and then I will make a video for this. So he actually gave me the most optimal thing, so I'm going to try to make this work. Never mind. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so if you want to see like the different variations of how the hatch key is supposed to work, or the hatch strat is supposed to work, you can watch the video I'm going to link in the description, or actually in my record video I did get the optimal strat, so you can watch that as well if you just want to see it happen. You don't really want to see like the explanation for it. But anyway, you come in through here, you put the hatch key on the hatch, and because I was loading up a save from the menu, my slot got changed. The slot should have been here where the hatch key loads in when you pick it up, from when you menued during the guest house when you're waiting for the staircase and for the attic to come down. So yeah, right now I'm approaching an area where I can perform what's called phone skip. I won't be able to get it right now. It's a frame dependent glitch. You need about 300 frames. My settings are too high. So once you come out of that crawl space, open the door, walk slightly out, you can 180 immediately, and the phone will ring. You need to answer the phone to progress. But yeah, I'll make a video on phone skip as well, and I'll leave that in the description. Phone skip will save you about 3 seconds if you can get it, but that's pretty much it. So right now you're gonna go to the chest and get your items. So for some reason I don't have all the items I'm supposed to have, which is kind of weird. Actually, that means I have to go back through and unlock them again for when I do attempts. But anyway, the items that you need for the run are going to be the Albert pistol, the circular saw, infinite ammo, which I don't have, and the walking shoes, which I don't have. When you go to get these unlocks, you will have other items that you'll just like. There's no way to avoid unlocking those items when you're trying to unlock these ones. But when you unload the chest, you just want to unload everything as fast as possible by spamming your 2 confirm keys. So you just want to load them in as fast as possible. It doesn't matter which order they're in, because you have time to fix them around anyway. So once you get that, you come out of this room, and then you're gonna walk right past this line in the kitchen, and the cop will spawn, and you can see on the ground his flashlight right there, and then he spawned. So the reason this works is because when we tapped on the aux statue door before, that was part 1 of what makes him spawn, and doing it early allows us to still do it. So just crossing this little line here gets the cop to spawn early. So you just run over to him, and then after the end of this cutscene he gives you the knife, and that's it. I'm going to load up my save file so I have my weapons, and then yeah, so just pretend that I got the knife from him, and then I'm just going to continue. I already have the knife in my inventory just because of the thing, but to get your items out, this is here because of the hack save. So the items would have loaded in like this, just like this, or like that. Anyway, doesn't really matter. But so once you have all your items, right, you come out here, you do the cop thing, and you want to switch your ammo right now because you have infinite ammo to the enhanced ammo. Then you come here, you do the thing, he gives you the knife, and then we're back to how it should have been. So we come into here, Get another animation thing where you can confirm the animation right in front of the tape rather than from a distance. Then you're gonna hit the button, and then you're gonna start Jack 1. Jack 1 meaning the first time you fight Jack. This is like the first boss fight. Also, you want to make sure that when you walk into the room, you swap to the Albert pistol. This fight is different on Zero D versus the Steam version, so I'm gonna cover the Zero D version because that's what I have right now. But I'll probably edit in and add. Actually, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a video explaining how to do this fight, and in that video I will have both the Zero D and the Steam version variations. But for right now, this is Zero D, and all you have to do to set it up is to make sure that you have your Albert pistol selected and that you have the enhanced ammo equipped. So immediately after you get control, you're just going to spam left click and shoot Jack 3 times while moving to the right. I'm going to come behind the trunk of the car right here, and the second he breaks a shelf, you shoot him once and shoot him again. Actually, you're supposed to stagger him twice to get him into the car as fast as possible, but I messed up. And right now, delete any of the New Game Plus items that aren't necessary. And then right before he hits the wall, I'm going to shoot him in the head. Come pick up the Glock. And then rearrange your inventory for however you want it. This right now, I have the circular saw, Albert pistol, Glock, knife, and then the top left slot, I have the infinite ammo, and the bottom right slot I have the walking shoes. This is the setup that I use. Starting right now, anything for the menuing is optional to however you want to do it. The way that I do it is very optimal. It's very easy to do. So if you want, I would recommend just copying me, but you know, feel free to do whatever the hell you want. You're your own person. Yeah. So right now you can just make sure that Jack doesn't grab you. I'm swapping my ammo to the unenhanced versions because, well, you have time to do this later on, but I just do it now because, like, why the hell not? But after the car explodes, you want to climb up the ladder, and the ladder is a little bit finicky. I don't really know how to explain it. I guess I'll try in my video explaining this Jack fight, but you'll get kind of like used to it. It's wonkiness the more you play. But that's basically the end of the Jack 1 fight. I believe the auto splitter I use is well, I know the auto splitter I use is for when you get the aux statue. So once you come up the ladder, you turn right. You're not gonna do the shelf first. You're gonna click on the frame. You're gonna turn it, hit F on this, let it go, and then click the shelf. So if you come up the ladder, come over here, turn, confirm, and then do the shelf. That way when you're doing the shelf animation, the aux statuette is still unscrewing. Then pick up the statue and then fall down. So during this time right now, when you're walking to the aux statue door, also when you do your menu, you want to leave your cursor here. So the aux statue was in my inventory, so once you set up your inventory the way you want it, you want to leave the cursor here because that's where the aux statue will load in. So during this time, you want to make sure to swap all of your ammo for the guns to unenhanced versions. That's going to be for the setup on the out of bounds, which I will make a video on how to do. So once you come to here, confirm the aux statue door, and this is like the only door where you should not be just spamming F and running into it. It will be slower. So what you want to do, I can actually show you this. If you sprint into it, it opens really slowly and really jankily. So instead of doing that, what you want to do is after you confirm the piece, stand directly in the middle, hit F on it, and let it open a little bit, and then walk through. You're going to get the clock pendulum next, and the pickup range is kind of weird, so I just kind of aim in that left hole of the chair. And then it's actually the only item that is like delayed when you pick it up, so you can turn immediately after, and then the menu will pop up afterward. So you're going to come through here, and looking straight down, by the way, not straight down, but like looking downward will allow you to open doors like at a further range. So you're going to open this door, turn in, and as you're turning around, you're going to strafe and then close this door, right? So as you come in, you're going to open it and then close it. You're going to come into this book, and you only need to turn it like literally just a little bit, and then hit F to pick it up, and then go back to the doorway. You come through here, And on entering this doorway, I actually missed it. I was a little bit off. You're gonna hit a checkpoint. You're gonna reset here. Actually grab the ammo because I'm used to doing New Game Easy. The reason why you reset there is because you'll see I hit the checkpoint about here-ish, but I loaded in here. So if you have fast load times, this will save you like a very small amount of time. But if you don't hit the checkpoint like immediately when you get it, it's not really worth to do. I would say just continue holding forward, confirm on the bathtub, and then pick up the item, and then 180 and hit on the door. So starting right now is the setup for the out of bounds. So it's gonna be pretty quick, but I will leave a video in the description on how to do it. But I actually messed up my setup because I have the wrong weapon out. You want to have the Albert pistol with unenhanced ammo selected. Sorry about that. Once you pick it up, 180 and confirm on the door. And then immediately once you get control of Ethan, well, you still kind of have control, but you want to aim at Jack's right leg and spam left click and shoot him immediately when you gain control. Turn around him, and you're going to fall through this crawl space here. And right now, I'm shooting to keep Jack's aggro. And my items are messed up. Sorry about that, because I was messing around. You want, so your inventory should still be on this slot from when you had the Ox statue pickup. And you want it to be there for the out of bounds as well. This is kind of a sloppy tutorial, but it's okay. Once you gain control, spam left click and shoot him in the leg. Drop down the staircase. I shoot once on landing, and then once for exiting this room and entering this room. Confirm on the clock. Run over here, and you can line up with the shadow of the lamp to make sure you're at max distance. And then after you confirm the clock pendulum into the clock, menu over to the eagle statue, and then pick up the dog head once it's available. Reload, come through here. Once you exit there, shoot once around the hall. If Jack is not in this hallway with you, he will break through the wall here when you pass the trigger. So turn around, shoot him once in the chest. It's best to do this without aiming down the sight, by the way, because aiming down sights will slow you down. But then put the statue on the pedestal and do the puzzle. I will be making a video on how to do all the puzzles quickly as well. And then I obviously, like I said in the video, I will explain how to do this. Run over here, shoot a couple times for when he breaks through, and then menu to the bottom left of your inventory. Make sure you have the Glock equipped, you have unenhanced ammo. Shoot him in the leg as he comes up the stair. Run past him, and then set up the out of bounds. So now we're out of bounds. During this time, we're gonna swap the ammo to enhanced. And that's basically out of bounds. The only thing to keep in mind here, and you can just follow exactly where I ran, it's not very hard. Once you come here, you're gonna pause and turn your frame rate to 60 FPS, because if you're not at 60 frames per second, you will not fall through here, and you will be stuck out of bounds. So you must be on 60 FPS to come through here. So what we're doing now is we're getting the red key card way earlier than we should be. Get the red key card, come through here, turn right, headshot this guy, open that slot and the last one, come here, and then we should already be menued for the dissection key. Pick it up and exit the room. Come down here. And right now we're on our way to the Jack 2 fight. Headshot this guy, and then confirm the key on the dissection room door. You're just going to run directly to the fight. So on the dog head, to trigger the fight, you can do another animation, like a quick animation start. So all you want to do is, when you're turning in here, you're going to strafe sideways, and then look directly at the dog head and confirm it when you get into its range. So right now is the start of the Jack 2 fight. I will be leaving a link in the description on how to do this fight. and explaining it. So shoot him once in the head with the enhanced ammo, take out the saw, run him into the wall, reload, and then move your dog heads. Whoops, that's supposed to go here, but it doesn't matter. Move your dog heads there, the key card there, grab the saw, and then that's the fight. There's another animation pull that you can do for this door. Just make sure that you're lined up with this part of the pillar, and then confirm. So this fight, the only difference between this fight and Steam version is that once Jack's body explodes on the Steam version, his legs will get up and continue walking forward before they fall down. You have to wait for that animation to finish before you can exit the room. But on Sarah D, you can just exit the room. But it doesn't change the actual fight. It just changes like when you can exit the fight. So once you cut through here, you're just gonna sprint out, and you're gonna run directly to the Scorpion key. But real quick, for those that didn't see it, my menu was like, what was it like? It was like this. So while Jack is getting his saw out of the cage, you're gonna move this dog head here and the red key card here. And then you're gonna leave your inventory slot on this empty space here. Run out here. And remember, make as many turns as tight as you can without hitting the walls. Because if you hit the walls, you lose a bit of time. Also, this is something I started doing recently, so I don't really know if any other runners do this, but whenever you are exiting a room where the door is open towards you, if you close the door just as you're passing it, while holding W, of course, the door will actually push you forward a little bit. And because there's so many doorways in this game, it can actually end up saving you time. I could just call it door boosting. So that's something I do now as well. And then here, if you grab this from max range, you'll get a slow animation again. So you want to be as close as you can, and then hit F to pull the shutter. Go directly to the Scorpion key, pick it up, 180, and then go through this doorway. Come up the stairs, and right now I should be menued. My menu should be on the Scorpion key. So the second I turn around Eevee right here, I come to the door and I confirm the Scorpion key, and then while it's opening, menu over to this dog head. Come over to the dog head door and just do all the dog heads in a row. Open the door, run outside and go directly to the RV. All you have to do is enter the RV and then exit it to trigger the phone call, because you need to listen to the phone call. So come in, exit, and then phone call. So that's the end of the main house. For, I guess, part one of the main house. You will return to here eventually, but that's for the Lucas section. So next video will be the Marge house. Thanks for watching, boys. And if you have any other questions, I will be leaving links to the Hatch strat, the Jack 1 fight, the Out of Bounds, and the Jack 2 fight in the description of this video. I might leave video description or videos for other things as well. Yeah, so if you want to learn or if you want more in-depth analysis on how to do the Hatch strat, the Jack 1 fight, the Out of Bounds strat, and then the Jack 2 fight, check the comments below. And then next video will be the Marge house. Thanks for watching.